Opinions are like cheese circles. We all have them. And even though we're all allowed to have them, some of y'all are just wrong. Like, I see some opinions online and I can't just help but laugh. It's in human nature to feel a certain way about something and to feel a different way about another thing. And there are some opinions that are, by the general public, seen a certain way. But as the years go by, we kind of shift our opinion on that said thing. These are hot takes. For all the skibbity heads out there, hot take is an opinion that you have that isn't favored by the majority of people. And the funny thing about these is that sometimes they are actually kind of right. And if you're like me, in which you aren't, all of my hot takes are in fact cold as ice, because every single opinion that I have is 100% right and in no way wrong. Spaghetti, for example, is not that great. Let me explain myself, because I already know what y'all finna do. I don't really see the hype over the food. Like, it's cool, but I mean, it's not one of those foods that I think hit really well. All in all, I'm not against you liking spaghetti. I'm against you thinking spaghetti is the greatest thing ever. It's the equivalent to a corn chip on the side of the road. You just don't know why it's there. Boneless wings is a big hot take for me as well. I think it makes much more sense to eat a boneless wing than to eat a normal bone-in wing. So many people make the excuse like, oh, there's more marrow in your flavor. Like, shut up. You're not tasting the flavor. You're tasting that buffalo sauce that you paid $5 extra for. There's also so many tutorials of people like figuring out how the best way, the quickest way to eat a chicken wing. But you could just eat a boneless wing and not even worry about that. Not only that, boneless wings are actually cheaper than bone-in wings. So you're getting more meat, more sauce for an even cheaper price. You're literally paying extra just so you can fit in with the crowd. Before anybody calls them chicken nuggets, is a slushie a snow cone? Yeah, I thought so. As right as I am with pretty much all the opinions I have, there are a lot of people with very wrong opinions. They try to make a bunch of justifiable reasons as to why they're right when their opinion holds no logic whatsoever. One little thing that a lot of people like to say is life is short, so you should make whatever dumb decision that you can. I feel like that's incredibly stupid. Why put yourself in a worse position than you were just because you have the mindset that life is short? You know, those people who always say, oh, I'm not here for a long time, only a good time. It's like, bro, that is so stupid. You can be here for a good long time if you actually make good decisions. You're just coping with the fact that you don't really understand what you're doing and you don't really have any goals that you have set for yourself, and you're saying that as an excuse to kind of just make dumb decisions and feel better about those dumb decisions that you made. You should never, ever make dumb financial decisions or just dumb decisions in general. In the end, it's not really helpful to see it that way, because once you get older, you're gonna be the same spot that you were many years ago. Then you're gonna look back and you're gonna say, wow, those were really terrible decisions. You should look to be motivation for people, not a statistic. Another example of terrible opinion is with YouTube drama or internet drama. The cool thing about content creation is that there are so many content creators out there and you can like so many of them. With that interest that you have can also grow other opinions outside of those spaces. And when drama happens, that opinion tends to be exaggerated. So things like misinformation and illogical viewpoints can happen from that. There's a big meme that goes around on Twitter where it says like, me when I finally have a good reason to hate the person I didn't like. I hate that meme. It's so annoying because you're basically just admitting that you didn't like them beforehand, so you're gonna be less charitable even though they aren't actually guilty of what they're being accused of. Another thing people will do is like try to find some justifiable reason as to why they don't like a certain person. For some reason, you can't just say that, oh yeah, I don't like them. You have to find some reason as to why you're morally superior or why you're just a better person or why they're such a terrible person, when in reality, you just don't like their content. A lot of it could just be jealousy, which is incredibly funny because it just perfectly shows why you're in the position you're in and they're in the position they're in. As a professional hater, will openly say that I just hate things. I need to find some good reason as to why I don't like it. I just don't like it. It's called being human. Except for me. I'll go gorilla mode. Opinions at the end of the day are exactly what they are. Opinions. A perspective that somebody has garnered through experience or a lack thereof. And no matter what it is, there will always be people who agree with it and others who disagree with it. You can't disagree that my balls are in your mom's mouth though, because that's a fact.